Okay. I think it's about time we just can start. So let's real quickly do this. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I'm quite happy with this. I am, however, going to tab out of the game just for a second, because there's a pop-up on my screen I want to get rid of. There we go. Hopefully everything looks okay and sounds okay still. I've messed with a few things. But I'm hoping it's all okay. So, we are still in the archives after failing to kill Seath last time. But I've changed a few things since last week. For one thing, we're now wearing clothes instead of armor, but it has really good curse resistance. So that should help. We also have 10 purging stones. Which... God, I hope that's enough. If it's not... to be fair, if it's not going to be the end of the world, because the Anor Londo Silver Knights are actually a pretty good farm. We can get more purging stones if we need them. Hi, Samus! Yeah! It finally happened. It finally happened, and it's all set up and everything. I'm really quite happy with it, actually. I'm quite fond of my little fox boy. No, don't destroy the fox. That's mean. I haven't finalized any of this yet, so like the background isn't just going to be like static blue forever. I just haven't quite decided what I want to do with it yet. I played around with a couple of things, but I wasn't really happy with anything, so I still need to figure out what I want to do in that regard. But I did get the PNG set up. He talk, he blink. It's very good. I'm very happy with it. I put a lot of work into it. So yeah, it's really just the background I have to do now. We'll try and figure that out at some point. I'm not quite sure what I want to do with it. I need to figure out a vibe. Like, that's the main thing, I think, is some of the things I tried out were like looked okay, but didn't really fit the vibe I was going for, but I don't really know what that vibe is yet, so I'll figure that out. But yes, I went and got purging stones off stream, and we have a pretty decent farm if we need more. Hopefully I won't need more than 10, but it's not the end of the world if we do any more. I've switched to curse resist armor, and also we now have a lightning falchion, because a magic rapier just wasn't very good in the Duke's archives. So we now have a dex weapon that has some lightning on it, which should help against Seath quite a bit. And because I changed armor, I can now roll a bit better with the helmet on, which I refuse to take off. So I am hoping that we can actually beat Seath and move on. But to be fair, even if it takes all stream now, I do feel like I have... I'm not going to feel as stuck and hopeless as I did. Oh, that's the wrong time. I'm going to have to get used to the timing on these crystal guys again. But I was feeling really hopeless at the end of last stream, and I don't really think I will anymore. Hope restored. Humanity restored. We're feeling good. Now I just have to remember the route through the crystal maze, which I think I've forgotten since last week, but we'll figure it out. And then we have to decide, if I do beat Seath this stream, we have to decide whether we're going to go into... Wait, I went the wrong way because I was talking. That's the first blunder. There we go. We have to decide whether we're going to go into the Tomb of Giants or the DLC next. I think I'm going to leave Izalith till last. After last stream, I don't think I want to do Izalith next. But yeah, it's either going to be the DLC or the Tomb of Giants. Personally, I'm leaning towards the DLC. There's some stuff in that build. There's some stuff in the DLC that'd be quite good for my build. However, I do not know. I mean, you say avoiding suffering. Everything in the game between now and the end of the game is suffering. Like, let's not get that twisted. Whether I do the Tomb of the Giants, Izalith, or the DLC, I am going to suffer. I just need to decide which order I want to suffer in, and I think the DLC has some really helpful stuff in it. I'm genuinely not convinced I will be able to beat Artorias with this build. Like, I don't think with this build I will be good enough to beat Artorias, but we will try. And that's concerning a little bit, because generally I find Artorias easier than, like, Manus. I know not everyone agrees with that, but I definitely find Artorias easier most of the time. I don't know that I will with this build. Seath, I need you to let me pass, please. Thank you. Okay. Let's see if this upgraded lightning falchion does any damage to Seath. Look, you know what? That's not too bad. I can work with that. It's not the best. Don't push me back in. Oh my god, my curse resist is so much better now, though. Okay. I'm not going to bother going for the tail either. I was going to, but A, I'm sick of this fucking area, and B, I'm never going to have the strength to equip it. Like, that's just not going to happen. However, this isn't actually as effective as I thought it would be. I thought I'd do a little bit more damage with it in this. Oh, that's the other thing as well. I got a couple of level ups. So I made a lightning falchion, upgraded it a bit, and then I also got my dex to 30. I feel like the game's a little loud. Let me know if the game's a little loud. I feel like it is on my end, but... But I went and got my dex to 30, so I should just do a bit more damage overall now. Yeah, okay, I went and bought 10 purging stones, and I don't even think I'm gonna need one. I think we've just got it. Yeah, okay. Think it seems fine? Okay, cool, 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 that's fine. Wow, after all of that drama last week, all I needed to do was get a different weapon and some curse resist. Which is funny, because like I was saying after stream last week, like I've never struggled with Seath before. I've never considered Seath a difficult boss. So I was really quite frustrated that I was struggling. And it was just down to the build. A Dex Int weapon scaling primarily off intelligence just wasn't great for this area. And you know, I think this outfit, I put it on at first because it was for the curse resist. But I think this is a good look for the Borsara. I think we're going to stick with this. And now we can go back to, at least for now, Belka's rapier. So I either want to... Oh, if I dump all of my points in intelligence, I get it to 29, and my goal is 30. So that's kind of tempting, and then we can use souls from the DLC. We can come back and we can purchase spells from Logan. But I think from now on, I'm really only going to focus on Dex and Int. I don't want any more Vitality or Endurance, really. If anything, I overleveled them this run. Attunement, I could maybe go for a 4th slot, we'll see. But I think right now the biggest thing is getting these 2 to 30 onwards. So let's do that. And then... just check my repairs, really. I'm gonna be honest, after the hell that was last stream, that felt almost anticlimactic. Just because... I mean, I clearly just wasn't in the right mindset for what I was doing last week. Like, coming back to it in a different kind of mental state and just breezing through it, I think proves to me that I just probably should have played something else last week, but this is like when I had to beat the Four Kings. Yeah, actually, you know what? Thinking back to your playthrough, it was a very similar experience. But yeah, you had a year, whereas I had a week. But yeah, no, it felt very similar, the way you were like hard stuck on the Four Kings for so long, and then just came back and took them out straight away. Sometimes that's just how Dark Souls is. Sometimes you just get really, really stuck on a thing, take a breather for anywhere from like an hour to a year, and then come back, and you're not even sure why you were stuck on it. So, if I want to go to the DLC, I guess I'm going from Andre? Yeah, that sounds right. Down into Darkroot. Because I didn't ever get the shortcut. I didn't end up doing that. This feels good. I'm coming back to this with renewed hope. I'm looking forward to getting a bit of progress made in the game, even if we, you know, start the DLC and then get hard stuck in the DLC. I'm kind of okay with that. I don't mind Dark Souls giving me some friction, being a little hard to deal with. Normally, but I felt so hard stuck last week, and I was just not in a good brain space to be stuck in a video game. So lesson learned, I guess. But I'm looking forward to getting back into it. I don't know yet what I'm going to play after I've wrapped up Dark Souls. I've been trying to think about it a little bit. And I still haven't decided. There's like a couple of different things I could play. But I want to break between Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 2. I don't want to just like shotgun them all back to back. But I'm thinking... I don't know, there's a few different games I want to play. And I've got this thing at the moment of, do I wait until I've been doing this a while and I'm just like way more comfortable playing new games? Or do I just go straight in, like play something new, see if I like it on stream? One thing I really want to stream at some point, but I don't know when the right time to stream it will be, is Death and Taxes. I played the first little bit of Death and Taxes and I really liked it. And I thought it'd be really fun to stream that at some point. I also want to stream... I've got Undertale, and I haven't played Undertale since it released. I played it on my friend's Steam. And I would love to stream Undertale. And and then eventually do Deltarune as well, because I don't know anything about Deltarune other than that it exists. And Rosse exists. That's kind of it. So that could be a fun one. There's also some classic games I wanna stream. I wanna stream Fable 1. I wanna stream. I've got the Legacy of Kain 1 and 2 remasters, and I'm dying to stream those because more people need to know more about Legacy of Kain games, in my opinion. So I've got a lot of stuff lined up. I just don't know what order to do everything in. I'd also love to do some more, I'd love to do some, like, multiplayer stuff on a stream. I don't have any specific ideas for that yet, but I'm sure there's plenty I could come up with. There's, like, a few different people I'd like to play multiplayer stuff on stream with. So that's kind of something I want to investigate. Oh god, the water's so loud. Can I get up here, please? Thank you. I'm pretty sure this is all I have to do is just like come around this corner and there'll be a ominous hole. There it is. Ominous hole. I should steal that command from you. Crown of Dusk. I know this is the one that all the sorcerers wear, but I never liked it, and I don't remember why. Raises the power and effect of wearer's magic, but damage suffered by magic attacks also. Okay. So you do more magic damage, but you also take more magic damage. That's not that bad. I thought it was worse than that. Still, though, I like the boar helm too much. I'm not swapping that out. But yeah, so far I'm really happy with my new setup. I think this is a huge improvement over what we were working with before. I'm really happy that I've got the PNG setup. I've got more of an actual like layout. It's far from perfect. There's a couple of things I still want to mess with and change, but as a prototype, I'm quite happy with this. Looking at it, I should probably put a background of some kind on the, like, turn the background up on the chat a bit, because at the moment, if a name is in blue, it doesn't really show up on the background. So I might put like a 30 to 50% opacity on the background of that. Still a few little quirks to work out, but oh, right. I forgot it leads you straight into a boss fight. A boss fight I do very little damage to. Ow. Please stop. Ow. Ow. Oh my god. Yeah, this is going to be a problem, because I don't do as much damage as I hoped I would to this. Okay. Alright. I honestly forgot it led you... I thought there was like a little path before the boss, but no, it leads you straight into it. I can see my name's blue on the background pretty well. I mean... If it shows up okay on the stream, then it's probably fine. But on my preview, at least, to be fair, the monitor I'm using doesn't have the coloration on it isn't as good as my main monitor, so I'm not seeing it in the same color quality. Yeah, okay, this boss. Let's see. Poise is probably a pretty good idea. I don't know that the lightning falchion is going to do anything. Yeah, calibrating colors on screens. So one thing I noticed, actually, speaking of color calibration on screens, is the monitor I used back in my apartment in London. I wasn't aware of how bad the coloration was on it. So if I go to like the BRB screen, it looks fine. Like, it looks fine. But the orange on the Fox is way less vibrant than the orange I've used for my PNG. Just because the colors were so washed out on that monitor and I had no idea. So I'm gonna have to update that at some point. I mean, I need to add antlers and stuff anyway, but yeah, having color be consistent across monitors is a whole thing. Like, okay, this boss uses lightning attacks, so I assume that lightning does nothing to it, but we're gonna try anyway. Oh, you know what? That is better, actually. Although I am now poisoned. Leave me alone, please. Okay, yeah, this actually does a lot more damage than my rapier does. I'm surprised. Oh, didn't get it. Stop doing that, oh my god. I just can't find an opening here. Which, to be fair, is something I'll probably be saying about every boss in this DLC, but I remember the Sanctuary Guardian just being the worst for this, in my opinion. Oh my god. And I got hit. And I got hit again. And I got hit again. I just can't get a hit before it backs off. And it shot me with lightning. Okay. Artorias is gonna cause... Oh yeah, no, I'm really not sure if I can actually take on Artorias with this build. It'll be interesting to find out. But first I have to get to Artorias, and this boss is proving to be a problem. Do I have any better poison resist? I think... Yeah, the Shadow set has pretty good poison resist. Let's switch to that then. Very good roll. Okay. Let's try this. This DLC is going to be kind of tough with this build. Just in general. I feel like the strength gap between a strength and a dex playthrough ramps hugely in the second half of the game. Oh, this is a bit better. Okay. I have a bit more agility. Oh, okay. Still got hit there, but rolled too early because I thought he was going for the horns. You know, it's really interesting going back to do the DLC for this game, for playing all the modern games, because you can really see in bosses like the Sanctuary Guardian where, like, later design philosophy comes from for some of these bosses. Like the way this boss, like, charges in really quickly, has area denial, and backs off all the time, is so reminiscent of bosses in Elden Ring who all do that. Like this really... DLC already? Yeah, we beat Seath on the first try. all I had to do was like get a new weapon and clear my head of it, and we beat Seath straight away. So now we're taking on the DLC, which might be the new point we get stuck at, but that's fine. For one thing, I won't have Curse to deal with. Oh, yeah, okay. Heal, and then dodge. Yep, okay, good. I'm trying to stick beside it, but it's really good at repositioning itself. Oh, that was good. That was good. I mean, I hit the roll button there and I just didn't roll, but that's fine. Maybe I was out of stamina and I didn't notice. So the one problem I have with Dark Souls 1 when it comes to like trying to dodge bosses like this is you don't have full 360 motion. You kind of have to dodge in one of 6 directions, which was always something I hoped they were going to like change in the remaster, but they didn't. Which, you know, for most of the games it does kind of make sense because it would kind of change the balance of the game. This is going surprisingly well, actually. Oh, I say that and then immediately get... Oh, I'm out of flasks. Oh, okay. I didn't realize I was out of flasks. Oh, I spoke way too soon there. But that's okay. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. But yeah, we beat Seath first try today. So that was pretty cool. I'm going to kindle this bonfire, I think. This could also be a case of we start the DLC, find that we can't really make much progress, come back to it later. That's always an option. But I wanted to see... if I could make some headway through it, because there is some stuff in the DLC that'd be quite good for me. Also, we do have the option to summon, I guess. Like if some randoms put their summon sign down, we do have that option. But I don't feel like I need it. If I can keep getting combos off like that, I think I'll be in a pretty good... Okay, you were attacking next to me there, that was bullshit, but I'll allow it. Yeah, you just can't really be in front, you have to be around the side of it. Come on. Heal. Oh, okay. I didn't actually know it could do that. That was a much quicker attack than I was expecting. I love that I get a stagger if I get 3 hits off. That is kind of nice. Oh, dodge too early. Dodge too early. Oh, no. Okay, heal. Yep, we're fine. Oh, come on. I feel like that was a bullshit hit, but... Also, I didn't realize that did that much damage. Damn. That was pretty good, though. That was a pretty good attempt. Oh, I haven't been updating the death counter. Hold on. We are now on 78, I think. Have I died twice or 3 times? 3 times. 3 times, so it's actually 79. There we go. Not that I'm wholly convinced that's actually an accurate count at this point anyway, but I'll keep it as accurate as I can. Ooh. Oh wow, I still got poisoned even with all this poison resist on. Oh my god, stop. I need you to do something so that I can heal. Oh, okay. The poison really caught me off guard there, actually. Thought I'd be a little safer from it, but... 80 deaths. Oops. 80 deaths. Why did it do that? No, I want you to be full screen. Dark Souls is suddenly not full screen. And it's like half hanging off the bottom of my monitor. Hold on. Right, there we go. It just windowed itself for some reason. I mean, this feels entirely doable. I just have to be careful. There have been a couple of times where I've either been too greedy or I've misread a thing. But I don't think this is going to be a hard sticking point. I think this is just a point where I have to be a bit careful. Oh, that lasted longer than I realized. That's pretty good, okay. Oh, I can never tell which. He's got a couple of different 4-hit combos with the claws and horns. Like, they go in a different order. And I can never tell which one he's doing and when. Oh my god, again. Ah, and he's gonna get me with a melee attack. Ooh, dodged it. I'm stuck under him now, okay. Got poisoned, that's annoying. Oh, he fired it there? I thought he was firing at me, but I guess not. Oh man. Okay, I'll just heal again for now. Like, at least the poison isn't that strong. Can you stay still for a second, please? Right, that was some decent damage. That was good. Oh man, that one spreads so much more than I realized it's going to. I'm just gonna heal. That was silly. Heal. I haven't learned my lesson. I didn't learn my lesson. Heal again. That was a waste of flasks, but, you know, sometimes it's just like that. Oh my god, okay. Finding an opening on this boss is the hard part. I do find damage, and I can sustain some hits, but, it is really quite difficult to find an opening to actually get some hits in. I almost wonder if maybe I should be using some homing soul mass or something. I don't know how much magic damage this boss takes. Like based on my damage from Velka's Rapier, not much, but oh, that's not my staff. Yeah, that's the other thing, is hitting it with magic is actually going to be really difficult. If I can get rid of the tail, that'd be quite nice. That was decent. That was good. Yes! Okay. Tail gone. That's something. Okay, take a second to heal. Yeah, see, knowing which timing he's going to do on that 4-hit combo. Fuck. Because the claw, when he swipes with his claw, it's a bit more delayed than when he rams with his horns. So when he's doing his horn attack, you want to dodge pretty quickly. But if he's going to swipe with his claw, you've got to wait a second. And knowing which one he's going to do and when during that 4-hit combo is a little tricksy. You bitch. Don't spam it! I have no choice but to heal that. Okay. I really do want to take it. I know he's already poisoned me, but his tail attack can still be really annoying. So if I can take that tail off, it'd be pretty great. Yeah, see, I just couldn't get close to it now. I'm gonna have to heal in a second. Ah. Mixed progress so far. Oh my god, and I'm not updating the counter again. Is that 81 or 82? I'll just call it 81 until somebody corrects me. Maybe I just shouldn't be locking on. Maybe locking on is the enemy here. No, that's definitely made it harder. Okay. Ah, the range on that spin attack is so short. Oh, didn't mean to double dodge that, but... Okay, that was pretty good. Run out of stamina, but that's okay. Didn't get the third hit off, but that's fine. To get close on that one. Oh, okay. Quick heal. Yeah, okay, nice. Do anything from this angle, that's fine. Oh, camera was weird there. Come on. Okay. Ah, shit, that would hurt. Okay, heal. Nice. Come on, come on, come on. Ah. It's fine. Take a second to heal. Yeah! There we go. Yeah, that really wasn't too bad. That was very fun. Actually, I quite like that. That was probably the most fun I've had fighting that boss, actually. Let's get rid of this poison. Right, let's just get that 30 intelligence. That's a good start, I think. I am going to, just for the fashion, switch back to the... Where's the dingy set? Oh. There we go. You know, when I decided to go and get a lightning falchion, I didn't realize it was going to be quite this useful. I do want to go back to Velka's for now, but we might end up somewhat long-term using... Now only several other incredibly hard bosses left. Yeah.
Well, look at this one. From what faraway age hast thou come? Thy scent is very human indeed, but not intolerable. Ah, Princess Dusk's savior. Thine aura is precisely as she described. I thank thee deeply for rescuing Her Highness, but Princess Dusk is here no longer, snatched away by that horrifying primeval human. And so I must ask, couldst thou once more play the savior? Thank you. I am Elizabeth, guardian of this sanctuary, something of a godmother to Princess Dusk. I shall assist thee to my utmost, for I am one with the sorceries of Orasil.
Do you sell light? You do. I want that, because I'm going to need that for one of the doors later.
May the flame...
Okay, so we have a bit of a break now as we make our way to Artorias. Not to say it's going to be necessarily easy to get there, but we don't have to worry about fighting Artorias immediately. See, I'm running around with the parrying dagger, and I'm trying to think, is anything in the DLC actually parryable? Because I've never tried. Oh, this is where the Seath door would be. I think. Yeah, I think that's right. So the area with the bonfire is, I guess, the Seath boss arena? Don't know if you can parry them, at least with that attack. God, they do a lot of damage. I'm trying to remember if there's anything around here I actually care to collect. Because there's some bullshit in this area that I would rather avoid if necessary, if possible. Oh, that's not a lot of damage. Ah, okay. So the big garden golems are somewhat magic resistant. Good to know. To be honest, so are the... I think a lot of things here might be lightning resistant. You know what, let's put that to the test. Not lightning resistant, magic resistant. Let's put that to the test by testing out the lightning falchion. This might just be my mainstay weapon now, as much as I love Belkas. It seems like it's going to have dropped off a bit in this half of the game. Obviously, as I raise my intelligence higher, that'll be less of an issue, but... Ah, no, Velkas actually does more to these. Ow. Oh, you can do that, huh? Okay. Alright. I haven't recorded my deaths again. I need a tool that, like, watches and every time you died pops up on the screen. It just increments the death counter for me. Okay, so it turns out that actually Velkas is better here after all, and I'm just not very strong at the moment for the DLC, which is fine. I think, to be honest, I'm probably just not gonna... Everything in this DLC has bullshit resistances. This is kind of how I remember it, yeah. Like, lightning isn't going to be very effective, magic isn't going to be very effective. Fire is, like, probably the most effective, and even then it varies. That is kind of how I remember it, so I might just try doing the old, Ow. Okay, well that didn't work too well, did it? Oh, that was close. Ah. Hello, dragon. Oh, there's a lizard here. Ah, I just missed it. Well, that's fine. Right, I remember this. I know that, like, littered around these areas, there's, like, the Guardian armor. The armor that looks like those golems. Just running past the dragon. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna see him eventually. It's not like we're missing out. Oh, I thought that was a ramp. It was a hole. That was a hole. You know, that's what I get for running past Calamite. Yep. We're gonna have to start a hole counter next. Can you go this way around? Do you even need to go up the way I was going? Or can you just go? You can just go over here. Oh, what'd you drop? Ah, purple moss clump. I don't know if I'm gonna need that, but thank you. Yeah, these things are fine to take out, as long as I don't pull the golems. Tree men are fine. Ooh. That was nasty, though. Ah. See, this is the problem, when there's multiple of them. I need to kind of funnel them over this bridge, I think. Yeah, this works. Okay. Oh, that doesn't, though. I didn't know you could just walk over that bit. He's pretty... Oh, he gave up. He gave up. Okay. Yeah. Do I bother going back for this, or is he just... He's just gonna aggro again. Never mind. Oh, I didn't fall down the hole, it just kind of... Got it. Twinkling Titanite. Ooh, Titanite chunks is actually quite nice, because I need those for my... Falchion. So that's quite good. I mean, that's where I want to be, right? Over there. Ugh, I don't like this place. It's just swarming with enemies. Oh, there's a guardian there. Okay. So... At least the Guardians are fairly slow. I can keep my distance from them a little bit. What was this? What's this? A gold coin. Great. Ah, that's just pulled all of them. That's not at all what I wanted. Kill that quickly. Come on. Yep, there we go. And then... Oh, what? Come on, there we go. Okay. Should just be able to ignore the Guardians. Is this what I want? Am I supposed to be here? Ah, yes. As a matter of fact, this is where I want to be. That wasn't as much of a break between bosses as I thought it was. I guess I didn't really explore too much, that's why. I'll talk to you in a second, Chester. Unlock this first. I need to remember how to get to here from the bonfire. Oh hey, I found the Guardian's gauntlets. So is it just up the hill? Okay, yeah, I think I remember how to get here. So for now, I guess we'll head down. We only have 3 flasks, but let's just see if we can do anything to Artorias. Like, at all.
Let me guess. Snatched by a shadowy limb and dragged off to the past? Yes, of course. Exactly what happened to me. We are both strangers in this strange land. But at least now there are 2 of us.
What do you sell? Mosses, fire bombs, bonewood bones, humanity, arrows and bolts. Okay.
Did you happen across Knight Artorias? The legendary abyss walker from the old tales? Well, if you haven't, it's just as well. He's a colorless sort, if you ask me. So long.
I really just want to kill him here so he doesn't invade me later. But I don't remember if killing him as an invader is worth anything, so we'll leave him for now. Okay, let's see if we do any damage to this boss, like, at all. I do kind of want to use the Artorias armor set. Oh god, that's so little damage. Oh, I dodged the wrong way. That was entirely my bad. Oh, that is so little damage. I guess we'll try the lightning falchion. Though I have a really funny feeling that's not going to be much better. Well, I'll use Velka's until I get to the boss arena, I guess, and then we'll... This could be a little bit of a problem. We may need to seek the help of cooperators. You know, at some point I should do what I used to do. I don't have the characters currently, but I once had, like, a character of my favorite builds at each, like, notoriously difficult boss. Like, stationed to each of the bosses so that I could just, like, be summoned whenever friends needed help with a certain boss. I should set that up again. So that anytime friends are like, I am stuck on Ornstein and Smo, or Artorias, or Manus, or Nito, I can be like, hey, I have a character for that. Yeah, let's try the Falchion here then. In terms of raw stats, the Falchion's better. It does about the same damage. In fact, that might have been exactly the same. I suppose its attack animation might be slightly faster, so there's that. Oh, okay. However, the reach on it is way worse. Okay. Okay. Right. Okay. Well, I think overall Velka's is better for this because it's got better range and they do the same damage against this boss, so... You know? Maybe we just see if anyone's got their summon sign down. Maybe we just do that. No, you know what? I'll give it a couple more goes first. I don't feel like summoning this early. That feels like a bit of a cop-out. But I'm fairly confident here that I can't beat Artorias on my own with this build. If I'd done my normal, like, Silver Knight sword, like, light to medium armor Silver Knight sword build, I'd probably be okay. But I think with this build, with the resistances being so high and the damage on these weapons not being amazing in general for the DLC, we might struggle. Can't believe I like titled the stream thinking I'd be in the Duke's Archives for a while longer, and then we just smashed Seath immediately. Yeah, it's the exact same damage on both weapons. Oh, he's going for the other one. I was in the middle of a roll there, sir. You can't hit me during a roll. I mean, I guess you can, because you just did it twice, so what the fuck do I know, but... What is the hitbox on that slash? Well, that was just rude. I mean, I'm getting hits in, I just don't do any damage. It feels like Artorias might just be, like, resistant to everything. Like, physical and magic. Oh. Yeah, okay. I got lucky there, he retreated. Like, okay, I definitely don't think he's unbeatable for me, actually. I think I can do it. It is going to be an exercise in patience. Because I do so little damage a hit. Oh, okay. Like, it feels like I can beat him, but it's going to be like a 15-minute fight. I don't care about your cheap viewers. Get the fuck out of my chat. Well, okay. I'm just gonna... Thank you. Thank you. You got that before I did. Thanks, Samus. I'm blaming that death on the bot, personally. Also, 2 deaths to Artorias means I'm on 86 now. Yeah, no, that one was entirely the bot's fault. I'm blaming the bot for that one. Okay, fucked that up, but that's fine. Oh, I should have... You know what? I'm gonna go back, because I want to kindle that bonfire. Humanity... Wait, I need 2. One to reverse hollowing, 1 to kindle. Okay. Like, yeah, my damage against Artorias is really quite poor, but he doesn't feel impossible to overwhelm. Like, I think I can do it. I was chipping away at his health pretty successfully. Oh, come on. And who knows, maybe there'll just be a summon sign out here. Maybe I'll get lucky. I did not. That's fine. Alright. Oh, interesting. The spray actually does more than the melee hit. So if he's doing that, I should probably actually just let him hit me. Ooh, okay. Ah, didn't think he was going for the second one. There was a delay. Now I need to find an opening to heal. Not quite the opening I was expecting, but it worked out, so... Ugh. Oh, come on. Ah, I always forget you can't roll under him for that. It's like deceptive. If he goes a certain height, you can, but most of the time he stays too close to the floor. No, I'm just gonna take the heal. Yeah, okay. He's powering up. There's really nothing I can do about that. Oh, right. I don't have fucking homing missile anymore. I have light, which... significantly worse, considering it doesn't fucking... Okay. I fucked myself over there by trying to cast Homing Soul Mass, which I don't have equipped right now. What ring do I have on? The Poise Ring? Yeah, it's kind of the best one for me right now. Let me think. I mean, there's really just not much more I can do, to be honest. Like, other than go out and grind levels, which I don't want to do. This is just a matter of winning the battle of attrition. I'm slowly chipping away at his health, which is fine. Like, I really don't find Artorias to be that bad. I find some of his hitboxes a little jank. But generally, I find him quite maneuverable. I fuck up and make mistakes, which is on me. Like, some of his hitboxes are definitely jank, and should be a bit tighter than they are for a DLC boss, but... Worst boss, none. I know, we've had this discussion so many times, you really don't like Artorias. You feel about Artorias the way I feel about Manus. Like, I think Manus is by far my least favorite boss. I actually don't think Artorias is that bad. He's just kind of hard. Manus, though, every complaint you have... Yeah, I know, Samus also... Yeah, I know you think that Artorias is pretty bad. I just personally have a way more frustrating time with Manus. Like, every complaint that you guys have about Artorias, I have about Manus, which I find really interesting. Ooh, okay, yep. I was wondering if you were going for the second, you piece of shit. I will also say, so the one thing about Artorias that I think is really bullshit is his, like, double spin. The hitbox on that is absurd. And there's no way to dodge both of them. Ah, that was my fault. Like, Artorias is a boss where most of the time, if something happens, I do feel like it's my fault. Manus has some stuff that I just think is really egregious. But then I know that, like, you guys have complaints like that about Artorias and think that Manus is fine. So I find that really interesting. Or like, you know, at least Manus is less insufferable. You gonna go for more than one? No, okay. Really hard to tell when he's doing one and when he's doing multiple. Just gonna go for the heal here. Yeah, okay. Ah, that. I forgot about that. The way he like backs off with a spin. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna second Artorias to beat his modern. Yeah, I do remember that actually. I don't know, like, for me, when I make a when I die to Artorias, I generally feel like I fucked up, like I misread an attack. With the exception, I will say, with the exception of any of his spins, all of his like side swipe spin moves feel like they have really egregious hitboxes. So I will agree with that. But I can't wait until you guys get to see me fight Manus and just absolutely lose my mind, because it's maybe the worst boss ever created for a FromSoft game, in my opinion. Like, just personally, I think Manus's hitboxes are so much worse. And I find him so much harder to read. And he takes up so much of the screen at any given time. I find him really frustrating. But yeah, no, I wouldn't mind if a rando put down a Artorias summon sign. So I could also summon a second Artorias. I would be okay with that, I think. I don't know. I find Artorias really fun, personally, but I know a lot of people don't. Yeah, okay, I think that does more damage if I try and roll away from it, actually. No, I should have just healed that. It's fine. I'll get an opening in a second. Not that one, though, because it's a bit too close to me. Could have healed there, actually. Heal that. Yeah, okay, nice. Like, Artorias, I find you should have to be patient. Pick your openings. Learn the, like, kind of delayed timings on some of his rolls. Again, I will concede some of his hitboxes are pretty egregious, but I think that's true for the entire DLC, honestly. I just think the DLC's hitboxes feel a lot less refined than the early base game. I also just kind of wish he wasn't so resistant, to be honest. Like, being able to do some damage to him would be nice. Eh, fuck that up. But that's another complaint I have about basically the whole DLC, is nothing really seems to take much damage. There were a couple of places I could have got hits in there, but I was too focused on trying to get a heal off. Yeah, that second spin on that is pretty annoying, but... Not going for another one. I really thought he was going to there. Oh, I thought he was going to power up there. Now he is, yeah. 10 damage from Soul Arrow. Oh, that's pretty pathetic. Fucked that up pretty bad there, actually. That was uncharacteristically bad even for me. Always worried when I dodge that it's not gonna, he's gonna like land on me afterwards. Heal. Ooh, okay, that was unfortunate. Now I can heal. That just missed him, okay. So you can't even hit him with magic. Oh, ow. Alright, okay. We are doing it. Like, I really don't feel like this is an insurmountable obstacle right now. It's just, if I make one or two mistakes too many, it's over. And it's me we're talking about, so it's entirely possible that I will do that. Okay, one-handing it definitely gives me a bit of a range bonus, so I'm going to stick with that, I think. No? Not going to do a second this time? Okay. Yeah, like, I've learned his dodge timings for the most part now, it's just I've got to be on my A game a little bit. But this is fine. There's no poison. There's no curse. It's just me and Artorias in a sword fight. And I can work with that. Yep, he's gonna power up again. I'm not gonna heal yet though. Don't want to waste a flask. I wonder if there's some kind of tell for when he's gonna do more than one of those. If there is, I don't know what it is, but... Ooh, okay. Thought I was out of range of that, but that's fine. Oh, that killed me. Wow, okay. Got him halfway, though. We got him halfway. Let's pop another humanity. Let's just see if we can get a summon sign. Because I think at that point it became clear that I could beat him, but every attempt is going to be like 10 to 15 minutes long, and I just don't feel the need to do that unless we have to. There's none here. No summon signs here, so we'll move up towards the arena. Honestly, I think Artorias' biggest weakness is probably, like, poise and vitality more than raw damage. Like, if you can just sort of tank through him a little bit and kind of compensate for your mistakes with a bit of tank, So it is much harder. It is a much harder boss for builds like this. But I would say I had some pretty good attempts there. Did I actually become human? No, that's why there was no summon sign, because I didn't actually become human. I just used the humanity. So we will run back and try this again. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about the DLC's difficulty just being kind of like everything is like resistant to everything. In an attempt to kind of, I guess, normalize the difficulty curve a little bit. So, you know, there isn't like one school of magic which will just carry you through the whole DLC or whatever. But at the same time, it's like, well, this game kind of falls apart a little bit if, like, you standardize and normalize things too much to the point where you don't get any benefit from, like, magic effects. Oh, come on. What are we on? An hour and a half? Oh, that's fine. That's fine. We can go a while longer before we take a break. Did I not become human? I'm so stupid. I'm just going to use Homeward Bone. I'm so stupid. I just realized I had a humanity in the top corner and I was like, wait. Did I not reverse hollowing? I didn't, it turns out. There we go. Let's try this again. We might even just linger outside the arena for a minute or two, see if any summon signs pop up. Maybe there's somebody like mid-run who wants to put their sign back down afterwards or something. So we might linger for a second, see if any summon signs go down. And if not, I'll just have to go back to slowly chipping away at Artorias' health with a sword, and that's fine. I've had this discussion with a couple of people before. I know me and Tay have had this discussion a few times. Well, like, it is a little disappointing in Dark Souls 1 how the first half of the game seems to really encourage build variety and use of various mechanics in different ways. It kind of tries really hard to make everything viable, even if you're just going for like parry and bleed. And then you get to like the second half of the game in the DLC, and it becomes increasingly rare that you can parry things. It becomes increasingly rare that things bleed. Things have way higher elemental and magic resistances across the board. And the back half of the game in the DLC kind of just devolves into a raw physical damage check in a lot of ways. Which I think a lot of that does just come from, like, at least for the base game, I think a lot of that comes from, like, having to rush development of the back half. And then I think for the DLC, it probably comes from them trying to, like, balance it for as many builds as possible. And then not really knowing how best to do that, or if they thought they did, they were wrong, I think. Well, there's no summon signs, so let's just try this again, I think. Also, I think Artorias should be parryable. I really do. I don't think he is. I'm like fairly certain, in fact, that he isn't. But he should be, I think. Okay, that was pretty good. So, okay, this is the other trick I try to use with Artorias, is I try and bait a lot of his, like, longer wind-up, long-range attacks. His jumps are generally pretty easy to dodge, I say as I get hit by one straight away, but... generally, they're pretty easy to dodge, and his charge is really easy to dodge once you get the timing down on it. Like that. Okay, that hit me twice while he was next to me, which I haven't had happen a single other time we've fought him today, so that's a little frustrating. As if just to fuck over my point that I was trying to make, but... generally, I find that baiting his longer range attacks with the wind-ups makes him a little easier to manage. Staying in melee range of him, I think, is dangerous. But baiting the jumps and the charges and trying to get a hit or two off, once you know the timings, I think that works better. It's by no means flawless, because as I've said multiple times, Artorias does have some jank-ass hitboxes. But generally, I think that's the way to try and do it. One of the perks of him not really having, well, not having magic, period, is that you can kind of get out of his range and he has to come to you. And he has plenty of ways to do that, but once you learn the timings, it's not too difficult to dodge most of them. Attacks like that, when they hit, really hurt. You really don't want to get hit by those wide swings that he does. Although actually I managed to dodge that one, which is rare for me. Ah, just out of range. Okay, I'm going to one-hand it. I think one-handing it does give me slightly longer range and slightly quicker animations. For only slightly less damage, so... Yep, got a couple of good hits in there. Are you just going to spam that now? You are, okay. I mean, that works for me, I guess. Rawr. Yeah, like, see, by baiting a lot of his long-range attacks, you can kind of go quite a while without getting hit, generally. It's definitely not flawless, see, but... I do find it fairly reliable. That's the one I'm less sure about. Most of the time I can dodge it, but not always. See, normally I can dodge it, but last time it hit me a couple times and took me out. God, sometimes you end up just out of range of him as well after a dodge. Okay, he's powering up again. See, the other annoying thing with this strategy is it only works if he tries to actually use those attacks, which sometimes he just runs at you instead. Like this, where now he just won't use any of them. Here we go, okay. Ooh, he got me with the stab. Okay, depending on what he uses next. Heal. Ah. Okay, I'm just gonna heal again here, because... Yep. Ah. Really bad at dodging that arm swipe that he does. Oh my god, I thought I fucked that then. I accidentally dodged when I wasn't supposed to. That's what I want you to do, thank you. Yeah, this is going pretty well. Just gotta keep baiting those longer range attacks. He's gonna power up, so I'm gonna heal. Yeah, that one is the one that's the hardest for me to dodge, I think. Risk a heal there. Yep, okay, good. Come on. No, not that. That's what I want. That's the other thing as well, is this strategy kind of only works if you're, like, using the really light roll. Anything else, and it does become a lot harder to dodge all of the jumps. Fast weapon, really light roll, and it is a bit more doable. Oh, I love when he does 3 like that. That's so nice. Okay, I kind of need him to stop to power up so that I can heal. Because I am a bit wary of the fact that he can kill me in just a couple hits. Okay, perfect. Five flasks left. I just really need to keep baiting those longer range attacks. He only went for the 1 there, that was disappointing. Come on. Yes, okay. Oh, that's not what I wanted. It's fine. We can recover, we can recover. Yep, perfect. Yeah, okay. Ooh, I got greedy there. I really shouldn't have done. That might be my end if I can't find a heal. Because if he hits me with that while he's empowered, it just completely wrecks me. Okay, heal. Ooh, okay. Don't get greedy. Just go for the one hit there. Side roll that one. He's powering up, but he's just not doing the attacks I need him to do anymore. It's fine. It's fine. Only one, that's unfortunate. Ah. That's it, Artorias, come on. What? Okay. That was really strange. Not only did I not roll, but he landed behind me and still hit me with it. Oh, this is getting dicey now. I'm running out of flasks. Okay, good. Come on, you know which attacks I want you to do. Come on. Ah, missed it. Better to roll to the right, I think, with Artorias. I think I can hit him a lot easier generally when I roll to the right. That's it. Come on. Come on. That's it. Go for one hit, back off. That was greedy of me. I should not have done that, but it worked out in my favor, I guess. One hit, back off. One hit, back off. Roll to the side. Come on. One more. Two more? One more? Hard to say, but we've almost got him. Got him! Like I said, I really don't think Artorias is that bad of a boss. You've just got to know what he's about. Yeah, that was fun. I actually liked that a lot. It's a long boss fight doing it that way. Like it's an endurance and patience test more than anything. But once you learn the timings on a lot of his long range like lunges and jumps, baiting and dodging those is a really good way of getting some quick hits in. And then it's just a matter of patience. More like patience. I mean, yeah. So Velka's rapier B scaling on int, C scaling on dex. So I kind of want to be focusing on intelligence then. You know what? First I'm going to repair, because... There we go. And then level up. Is that 2 levels or 1? 2 levels in int. 32. That's pretty good, actually. That's not bad. This is where I got invaded a lot. That also happens here. Yeah. Thankfully, I'm actually not human, so... if we... Oh, do I have to reset the zone entirely for Kieran to show up? Because I kind of want the tracers. Is this like a quit game, come back to game thing? No. Okay, does... Oh, no. Right, I was just looking in the wrong place.
You? Is that not the soul of the man who fell on this spot? He was a dear friend. I wish to pay proper respect with that soul. Would you be willing to part with it?
Yeah.
Thank you. You are very kind. Please take this. I no longer need it. May the Lord guide thee.
Oh man, such a cool armor set, but I don't wanna kill Kieran, so I won't. Right, gold and silver tracer. I believe one of them is Faith, if I remember correctly. I think the gold tracer is Faith. Is that right? Where is it? There. Oh no, it's just Dex. Oh, it's just Dex. Okay, and then the Dark Tracer. S scaling, but no bleed. I see. Okay. So... yeah. So the idea, I guess, would be Silver Tracer in the main hand for parrying. Offhand Gold Tracer for the bleed. Because the physical damage is way lower on the Dark Silver. Interesting that it mentions like a poison in the description of the dagger, but there isn't actually a poison effect on it. I guess that's just supposed to be how they kind of... It's supposed to be referring to the crit damage. But the Gold Tracer does have better damage and also a bleed. So that's kind of tempting. It also just looks really cool. Dark Silver does toxic on heavy attack. Oh, does it? I did not know that. So you've got like the light attack and then a oh, the stab has toxic on it. Oh, I didn't know that. So it's a parry weapon and a toxic weapon. Would you recommend using either of these over the rapier at this point? Or actually, I guess, are either of these a good replacement for my falchion as like a secondary weapon? Which one would you recommend? Bearing in mind that I don't know how much more parrying I'm going to get to be able to do in this playthrough. But also, bleed isn't really a factor at this point in the playthrough either, so... hard to say. Gold Tracer is really fun. It seems really fun. It does seem really fun. Very dex focused. I mean, that's fine. I can put my dex up more. Ooh. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I like that. I think we'll upgrade that at some point soon and mess around with that. That seems very fun. Oh man, okay, it's almost the 2-hour mark, and we have downed 3 bosses already. I'm feeling pretty good about that. I think it's time for a little break. And then we'll push on into Ulasil. So yeah, be right back. Wah. 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 We're back. Right, so... Wah. Ah, Velka's is pretty nice here, actually. Okay. So... I'm gonna be honest, I didn't expect to make this much progress through the DLC tonight. I'm a little surprised with myself. So I'm curious to see now where we can get in the next 2 hours. If I had to guess, I'm fairly certain we're gonna get kind of stuck on Manus, to be honest. I think Manus is gonna take us quite a while. Oh, okay, they don't stagger from the jump. I was hoping to stagger them out of it, but... Yeah, I think that's going to take us a while to do. I think we can get 2 Manus. I think that will be fine. The boss itself might take us a bit. Fucking sorcerers. And I'm not human, so I don't have to worry about being invaded. I know there's something around here that you can, like, do. I don't remember what. Oh, is this... Am I right in thinking this is where the amulet is? Somewhere around here? No? It might be further on. No, yeah, it's here. Okay. Yeah, this is why I wanted light. Okay. Silver pendant, which I have never figured out the timing for, but we have it now at least. Oh hey, there's a vagrant over there. How do I get down from here? Do I just have to go back around? I guess so. Oh wait, there's a breach here. Ow, you whore. You know, I forgot about my fog ring. I should really be using... Oh my god, okay. I should be using the fog ring here. That'd probably be quite useful. Ow, although not against these guys, apparently. Is there even anything down there? There's an open chest. There's also a closed chest. Ow. Ow. Come on. No, I got greedy. At this point, there's no way this death counter is accurate, but every time I remember to update it, I will. See how useful the fog ring is here. Wow, they still aggro you from quite far. Like, it is not actually very good in the DLC, it seems. 1 billion death? Probably somewhere around there. Like, yeah, a billion and one, something like that. It's been a long, hard journey. Oh, I meant to ask, by the way, how does, like, the chat look on the stream? Does it, like, read okay? I couldn't tell if it was, like, an okay size. If I need to change font or font size or anything, let me know. Ooh, ow. Oh, come on, my attack put... Oh wait, the grab didn't go off. Oh. I thought I was fucked for a minute there, but I'm okay. You should... Okay, yeah. No, that's fair. Yeah, I'll probably... You know what, actually, if you give me just a second, I might just be able... We might just be able to do that live. We might just be able to do it live. Unless Dark Souls is going to be like, no, you will not open any windows over me. That is illegal. Dark Souls, behave. No, you're right. Sorry, I shouldn't have lied to you like that. It is going to take longer than a second. Streaming tools. We can probably just do this live. If I remember where the thing is for that. Background color. If we set it to like that. And then... like that? Okay. Let's give that a test. You know, actually, I don't like that color very much. I'm going to change that. That's a bit better. Okay. So now if I just go over here. Yeah, let's see if that's any better. I can always change the color if it still doesn't look great with certain username colors. But for now, we'll see if that looks okay. Hey honey, the next time you die in Battlefield, could you type in chat so we can see your username? Thank you. Okay, can I just snipe this one with my bow? That'd be really nice. Yeah. That's better. Oh, that looks way better, I think. Let me know if you guys agree, because I am a colorblind streamer, but... I do think that probably looks better. Yeah, okay, cool. Excellent. I really want to figure out, like, I don't like just having, like, the static kind of blue color for the background. I really do want to figure out something for that by next week, if I can. If anyone has any good ideas on, like, how to figure out my background, like, I don't know if people use, like, a thing to make their backgrounds in, or if people just do it by hand because they're fancy and artsy like that, but I tried doing that and just didn't really come up with anything I liked. I still haven't quite figured out, like, exactly what the vibe is that I'm going for aesthetically. Part of me's like, it's kind of obvious, right? Like, emo fox, obviously. But also, I want, like, part of me's like, maybe I want more of, like, a emo fox in the woods kind of aesthetic, because that is just kind of what I am. So part of me is like, maybe I go for the more, like, maybe I go for, like, a druidy woodland theme, and that could be cute. But I honestly just haven't really figured out the kind of vibe I want for the aesthetic of the stream yet. Which is fine. I'll figure that out in time, but... suggestions and ideas are welcome. Oh, come on. Well, the Ring of Fog is actually coming in handy now, so... Oh, come back here. I love sniping in Dark Souls. I don't know why more people don't do it. I know there's another sorcerer somewhere, but for now we'll take these ones out. There we go. Then there's another one there. Do the same thing, let him go part way and then forget about me. Ah, except for now he's hidden behind the pillar, which isn't ideal. Oh my god. Okay, you know what? Fuck you and the horse you rode in on. I am punching a man. That's not what I meant to do. There we go. Where's that other sorcerer? I know there is one somewhere. There. In a really obnoxious spot. What? Wait. What? Please tell me you're seeing this. That is absolute bullshit. Okay, but that hit. That was some bullshit. Oh my god, stop tilting your head. Yeah, I think the game just tries to really, like, disincentivize ranged attacks on some of these areas. And the way they do that is just filling it with fucking invisible walls. Oh, well that's not what I meant to do, but okay. Hi. Right. Switch back to that. Is there anything else in this area? There's an item here, which I'm a little scared to go for, but okay. There's a door up here. I don't know where this goes, but let's find out. Oh, yeah, blah, blah. Does this bring you to the other sorcerer? Oh, no, actually, it doesn't. This is something new. Need light. Oh, there's more than one? I didn't realize there's more than one light wall in the DLC. The only one I knew of was the one with the pendant. Dead end. Oh, there's a chest. Red titanite. Oh, now we're just back here. Okay. God, it is warm in my den tonight. Like, my room is already definitely like the warmest one in the house. Having my PC going doesn't help. But I'm fine. I have liquids. Ah, and now we've got the shortcut to here. Lovely. Right, I want to get my flasks back then. How much are we in for a level up now? 23k? Okay. I think we would run for the elevator, to be honest. Yeah, that was the way. That was the way. So now we come out to here. Gonna need my bow again. Because this bit fucking sucks. Ugh, aiming this with a controller is kind of a pain, but... Come on. That's gonna hit that one, isn't it? Yep. Okay, but that one died. That's good. God, I never noticed the screaming in the background of this place before. It's kind of disconcerting. You planning to snipe Manus? Considering I've already watched Tay do that, and they are infinitely better with the bow than me, I think I'll leave that to the professionals. And I will just try to beat Manus to death with a sharp stick. I think that's the way I work best, I think. Don't worry about the screaming. I mean, if you say so. Right, and then there's this dude through here. Which I don't really know how to deal with, but I guess we'll find out. Yeah, whatever this thing is. Well, it doesn't take a lot of magic damage, that's for damn sure. I doubt it can be parried. Oh god, it just doesn't take much damage of any kind, does it? Ugh. Okay, Jesus. Lightning, maybe? Lightning, maybe. I mean, or I could just run past it. I don't actually think I need to kill that, but I also have a feeling that it'll despawn if I kill it, and it won't respawn, so, well, obviously it'll despawn if I kill it, because we all despawn when we die, but I have a feeling it doesn't respawn. But at the same time, do you have the fog ring equipped? And I'm wondering if maybe I can just... Yeah, because there's just a lift here that I have to... Well, I have to wait for, actually, which is unfortunate, because it might just kill me now, but... Oh, hello. No. Fog ring saved the day again. Okay, send that back up. Not that we need to, because there is a bonfire right here, but... Is there anything in these cells? No. Okay, new bonfire. That's good. And now to traverse the dark. Ah, come on. There we go. That's a lot of glowing eyeballs. Don't worry about it. Thanks, Samus. Very encouraging. Trying to remember where. Ah, here. That's where Alvina is. Oh. That's unfortunate. I didn't know it was right next to a hole. I definitely have to add some deaths to the death counter, so we're just going to round that up to 91. Yep. +1 for the hole, +3 for deaths. Right, where was that? It was like this way. Then down here. And then... right, okay. Let's try not to go in the hole this time. Right, okay, that's how you do it. And there's Alvina. Fucking enemies with contact damage. Oh, come here. Oh my god. Oh, bye. Was that it? Did we do it? We did. Right. I think that's all there is to do here. We're done with that bit, so we can go back now. I saw this. Where does this go? Where's this? Oh, shit. Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. Okay. Go back down for now, but it's nice to know that's there. Wait, did it go up again? Huh. Wait. Did I fuck up? Or is this like a two-lift situation? Oh my god, are you serious? Can I not get back down using this lift? Huh. Okay. That feels extremely pointless. I guess I'll warp back to the one underground. Yeah, that's sneaky. I don't know how I feel about that. But whatever, we're down here now, so... Does anyone happen to know, off the top of their head, what the Guardian Soul is used for, and if I have any reason to keep hold of it? Like the one from the Sanctuary Guardian? And then the fucking mage. Oh, of course you use that. Piece of shit. It's fine. Dark bead. That's what I wanted. Don't think it does anything? Really? I might just eat it then, honestly. Because actually, you know what? I'm actually really close to leveling up, so I'm going to go back and I'll use some of my ordinary souls to level up real quick. Yeah, I don't really know what any of the DLC souls are used for, if I'm completely honest. Let's just use the smallest one. That should be enough. Yeah, that's enough. I guess at this point, another point in intelligence. I'm just intelligence maxing. Well, we'll keep hold of the Guardian Soul for now. There's no point in using it unless we need it. It's good to have some spare souls in the back pocket. Yeah, we're going full big brain. We have been medium brain for far too long. We must increase wrinklage. Oh, come on. That was mean. Didn't know there was a sorcerer there. Wait, is that the Manus boss door? Are we here already? Oh, fuck off. White Titanite slab. Huh. I guess I'm here already. Don't know how I feel about that, to be honest. I'm going to use a humanity to full heal, though, because I don't want to waste an Estus Flask before we even got in the fight. And we have plenty of humanity, so... Well, okay. There's one thing I need to equip then, and that's the silver pendant, even though I still don't know the timing on how to use it. I guess we're just going for it. Okay. God, I love the Bolsera. They're so cool. You know, one thing I just realized is I I need to figure out how to get the pronouns Twitch add-on working with my on-stream chat. Because whenever I go on the website, it's active, but I don't know how to get it working through OBS. I'll have to figure that out. I'm sure there's a plugin for it or something. Right. Manus. Ow. Seriously my least favorite boss. And I want to know where the summon sign for Sif is. Never mind, I'm dead. Oh yeah, thank you, Samus. Yeah, just DM it to me on Discord. Or whatever. Oh, this is gonna be painful. Like I said, if we get stuck on this DLC, this is where it'll be. You're a bitch. So... Oh my god, can you fucking snipe Manus from here? That's so dumb. Does that actually work? That's hilarious if that works. I think so. That's so funny. Ah, another boss that I do next to no damage to. That's cool. I was not looking forward to this fight. Yeah. That's... Oh, I do remember you mentioning this, actually. Yeah, okay. Oh, this is gonna be fucking painful. Yeah, this is the boss. This is the boss I was not looking forward to. This is the boss that I knew in my heart I would get stuck on. But we have made some damn good progress this stream. So even if it takes the rest of the stream as just fighting Manus, I think I'm okay with that. Oh, I was trying to bait it so I could roll. Nope. Stop with the sorceries, please. But you know, I have so much humanity at this point, I can just use it so I'd have to... Oh, you know, I should probably kindle that bonfire back there, actually. That'd be the smart thing to do. Should have probably done that, but okay. Oh boy. Does Manus have a tail weapon? That's the attack I fucking hate. I mean, I hate all of Manus's attacks, to be fair, but... Ah! Yeah, I just don't know how you dodge that one. Oh, God. Yeah, this is going to be the point where we get hard stuck. Okay. Never heard anyone mention him having one. He might not have one. I just saw the tail and I was like, can I have that? But yeah, I don't know if he does have one or not. You know, okay, wait. Keep getting ahead of myself. Let's kindle that bonfire. And let's see if we can summon anyone for Manus, because I've gotten this far solo. I really do not mind summoning for Manus. So let's start by kindling. Seems not? Okay. Seems like a weird boss to not give a tail weapon to, the final boss of the DLC. Kind of thought it'd give you like a staff or something. Okay. Let's see if there's anyone... Yeah. Let's see if there's anyone putting their summon sign down by Manus. I will say I feel like summon signs dry up in the back half of this game as well. I feel like Gargoyles, Gaping Dragon, and Orlando, you can get a lot of summoning done. I feel like that really dries up once you get past An Orlando into the DLC in the back half of the game. Like, I don't know if it's people just don't play that far, or they do, but it's like... they're just trying to rush through it and they don't want to summon, or what, but I do feel like... Oh, fuck off. I do feel like, past An Orlando, it's very hard to find, like, random summon signs. Yeah, I don't see anything. I mean, we can wait for a second, but... Oh. Oh! That person just T-posed, and now they're T-posing. Okay. Just see if any signs show up, but yeah, I do feel like it's unlikely this far into the game. You know, that's one thing I think Elden Ring did really, really well, is the ability to put down global summon signs. So you don't have to just be like sat outside a boss room waiting for someone to summon you. You can go and do your own thing, and your summon sign will just appear at any bosses you've like linked the symbol on. I thought that was a really cool idea. I've got a lot of summoning done that way. No, it doesn't look like we have any summon signs. Alright, let's just try again then. Ow, okay, didn't really know what he was doing there, but... Well, that's the first time I've ever successfully dodged that. Ow. Nope, didn't dodge it that time though, did I? I genuinely do not understand how people can find this boss easier or more fun than Artorias. I genuinely don't. I can maybe get a hit on this boss before he completely wipes the floor with me. I just can't read Manus, and his frame, he's like his what's the word I'm thinking of? He just takes up so much of the screen. Like I can't get a good view of him while I'm fighting him. And I find his hitboxes on like his 5-hit combo and stuff really difficult to read and dodge. This is a tough one. Also, I've died twice to Manus, so that's 93 on that. There's no way that death counter is accurate now, but it gives us a rough approximation. I'm gonna, just for this one, because he is a sorcerer, I'm gonna try the lightning falchion. Okay, that's more damage, actually. That's pretty good. Not much more, but like it is like almost double the damage, so... Oh, okay. Aww. Well, well, well. We had such a smooth run. Is that you, Ghost? Yeah, you're letting yourself into my room. Hi. Hi, Ghosty. Are you here to be on my stream? Post-cat. You know, I should get like a... I should get a camera set up just so I can point it at Ghost whenever Ghost visits. Because at the moment I do not have that capability. I've said before I'm going to steal our friend Noel has a thing on stream where you can redeem an Angus update, which is where everything that... Oh, wow, okay. Everything that is currently happening on stream must be paused so that a photo of Angus can be taken. Angus is Noel's cat. And then uploaded to social media. And I'm going to steal that and call it a ghost post. I think that'll be fun. Oh boy, okay. I'm genuinely wondering if there's any... Ah, I fucking hate that sorcerer. I'm genuinely wondering if there's anything I can do to make this fight any easier on myself, because I can't even... At the moment, I'm getting a couple of hits in and that's it. But honestly, outside of summoning, I don't know if there's much I can do. And, ain't no one putting their sign down anytime soon, I don't think, so... Let's change my ring real quick to, I don't know, the wolf ring, I guess. It actually doesn't really matter, but... That is me. So's that. Oh, come on. Fuck off. I don't know how you dodge that. I really don't. Oh boy. This is gonna take a while, I think. I don't suppose any friends have a character with the Manus Arena unlocked. Yes, please do not feel any obligation to log into Dark Souls, even if you do. Where's the bonfire that I was just at? Because I would like to go back, because I just got hit by something that I shouldn't have gotten hit by. Yeah, no, don't worry about it. I do not expect anyone to try and catch up just for the sake of being summoned. That is... This is the tragedy of beating Dark Souls. Yeah, see, this is the problem, is like... Once your character finishes the game... And like, I feel like if you're getting to this point, you're probably finishing the game. And then once your character finishes the game, they're no longer able to be helpful to those who are struggling. It's honestly part of why I have so many characters in these games at like different points in the game. Because I used to always have characters ready on standby for if like my brother or friends needed to summon. Ow. I'm sure there's another way around to like get to that sorcerer and take it out, but I don't know where it is, and to be honest, I don't care enough to learn. Hello again. Oh my god. No, every time with that. I don't know how to dodge that combo attack. Now he's just gonna club me. Yep. Oh, well, I guess that. Okay, so I can dodge it when I'm already running away from him. That's cool, I guess. Sif, where's your summon sign? Ow. Yeah, okay. I mean, even with Sif, I'm not like... Sif isn't very tanky, so I'm not actually convinced even with Sif I'll be able to do this. I know Sif does, like, okay, like, is okay at distracting Manus, but not the tankiest pup in the world. I feel like there's an NPC summon you can get. I genuinely don't know if there is or not. If there is, it's one that I've never seen and I've just always missed. Oh, I keep forgetting to put my fucking fog ring on, so I'm aggroing everything. Yeah, I don't know. If there is, I don't know how you unlock them or where their summon sign is, because... Like, obviously you can summon Sif once you're in the boss arena. But I don't know if there's any other summon. Oh my god. Fuck ass sorcerer. I also just, at this point, part of me is like, do I just give up on the death counter? I have not been updating it, but... Might be misremembering a person as an NPC summon. Yeah, okay. Understandable. Yeah, I mean, the DLC doesn't give you NPC summons anywhere else, I don't think, so it would have been weird if there was one here, but... I almost wish I could summon Elizabeth. I think that'd be cool. Let me summon the mushroom. Oh my god, I should just have been doing that the whole time. I'm stupid. Also impatient. Mostly impatient. Right, so... As far as I can tell, the trick with Manus is just to not get hit. Seems straightforward enough. No, not this again. It's going to kill me. Near enough. Okay, that killed me. Man, I went from, like, doing really well against the Sanctuary Guardian to knowing I could and how to beat Artorias, it just taking me a few tries, to not even being able to get consistent hits in on this boss. Oh, fuck off. Right, well at least I know how to do that now. That gets that out of the way, and that's a lot less of a headache. Part of me is wondering, does Manus bleed? And if so, is it worth going back to upgrade the gold tracer? Oh, really? We're opening with the one thing I don't know how to dodge? Fuck you, Manus. Fuck you. Like, I'm I'm just going to assume that Manus doesn't bleed, because fucking nothing bleeds in the second half of this game, but... that'd be kind of cool if the weapon you got in the DLC was, you know, effective against a later enemy. Oh shit, I wasn't paying attention. Okay, there we go. Okay. Oh, and before I forget. You know, I'm just going to leave this open, actually, and every time I look over across to the screen, I'll see it, and I'll be like, oh yeah, death counter. Okay, I mean... got some hits in for a change, that was nice. Ah, of course, okay. No! Manus! You... No! I think that was at least 1,000 deaths. I mean, we're almost there. We're almost there. I'll put us on 99. Next death is 100. More like meanness. I mean, that's... that's a nicer name than I was thinking of. This doesn't feel the same as it did like last week with Seath, though, where I was just like feeling hard stuck and frustrated and feeling forced to grind or anything like that. This doesn't feel the same way. This just feels like, oh, this is a boss that I'm not very good at. And it's going to take me a while to make any progress on it. And that's just how it is sometimes with these games, and that's fine. I'm not hitting the same kind of bad mental state that I was in from Seath last week, because that was pretty bad. With this, it's more just like, yeah, I know I suck at this boss. This boss is like one of the hardest bosses in the game, if not the hardest boss in the game for me. And it's just going to take some time for me to beat. I can never tell when he's only going to do one hit or when he's going to do more. Okay, so that doesn't have infinite range. Oh. Shit. Yeah. Oh my god, okay. Well, there we go. 100 deaths. Ding, ding, ding. Oh, that's weird. Why is there... That was very strange. Wait, what the fuck? Why are there 2 death counters? Where's that second one come from? Hold on a second. Have I done a thing somewhere that I wasn't supposed to? Right, there we go. Okay, I had done a thing somewhere that I wasn't supposed to. Okay. At least getting to Manus isn't a pain in the ass either, like... It's really not that bad of a boss run as far as boss runs go. I just don't survive very long once I'm in the fight. I can get him down like maybe 1 bar of health, then he kills me. I keep running past here and seeing other players doing the sniper strat, and there is a small part of me that's like, do I embrace the dark side? Do I become the Lord of Cheese? Because I'll be honest, it might be the only way I beat this boss. Okay, managed to get away from it for once that time. And bear in mind, this is only phase 1. I'm dying at the beginning of phase 1. There is another phase. No, okay. Yeah, nothing else for it but go again. It doesn't help that, like, Sith's summon sign is, like, kind of hard to find. Especially if you're, like, not very good at the boss and so you're in, like, a bit of a panic trying to find it. I don't know if it spawns in the same place every time, or if it changes where it spawns. But... Sif is also scaleless. That's true, actually. Technically, it is Seath the Scaleless. You're not wrong. I'm just going to start referring to all non-scaled creatures as the Scaleless. Samus the Scaleless. Manus the Scaleless. What the fuck was that? No, 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 no! Ah! I'm gonna do something really stupid just to see if it works. I'm gonna switch to my bandit's knife and see if I can bleed Manus. If Manus bleeds, we'll go and upgrade the gold tracer. Oh wait. Right, I have to deal with you first. Well, that works. We're just gonna go and see if he bleeds, because if he bleeds, we can kill him. Although I'm willing to bet that he doesn't bleed. Or if he does, it's insanely high resistance, so it takes forever to get the bleed off. But we will see. Ah, okay. Ooh, that was close. Well, to be fair, I didn't get that many hits on him just then, so it's hard to say, but I don't think that's gonna work. Because if his bleed resist, even if he can bleed, but his bleed resist is really high, that's still... I've got to get a lot of chain attacks off for that to work, and that's just not gonna happen. Does the enchanted falchion technically do more damage? Oh, what the fuck was that? I don't know if that picked up on the mic, but there was a very loud bang just then, and I have no idea what it was. No, the lightning falchion's just better. Looking on two different wikis, neither mention bleed. I heard that. Okay, so it did pick up on the mic. Yeah, I have no fucking idea what that was. Yeah, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna check on... Well, we investigated. We assume it was the cat. But we found no sign of anything getting knocked over. So we think it was just the cat jumping. It was just Ghost jumping from a high place and just hitting the floor with like his full body weight. Because that's one thing worth noting is Ghost is not an acrobatic or graceful creature. When Ghost jumps off a thing and hits the floor, there is no feline grace. It is just a thud. Because Ghost is just all muscle. So we think it was just Ghost jumping from like the top of a tall cabinet and just hitting the ground and just shaking the house. Because he thick. Yeah. Yeah, no, that was wild. I genuinely thought he had, like, pulled something over or, like, broken something, but it must have just been him hitting the floor. Once heard a scary metal falling sound that seemed like it came from within the walls, and I still don't know what that was. I mean, I would assume if it was from inside the walls, it could be anything, right? Like, you've got old pipes, you've got bits of building material that's just kind of sitting in there that'll come loose over time. Oh, fuck off, Manus. But yeah, whenever you hear something from inside the walls, there's always a moment of like, that's... The thing is, in a new build, it's probably not old pipes. Oh, it was probably the building settling then. Yeah, if you're in a new build, then like the foundations have to settle and things do move around a bit as the building kind of settles into its position, into its place. Yeah, I had that in my apartment sometimes. New builds creak and drop things and things shift all the time. Ah, you bastard! Can I beat Manus in 40 minutes? That seems very unlikely, but we'll give it an honest go. But yeah, no, I've definitely had the thing of like hearing something like clank, or it sounds like something is like... Sometimes I hear what sounds like a marble inside the walls, and that always like weirds me out a bit, like kind of like a glass ball or something rolling, and that's always a bit weird. I'm glad getting to this boss is fairly straightforward. Probably just the wall marbles. Yeah, every house just has... I believe that, actually, if every house just had marbles in the wall for some inexplicable reason. What is that he does with his arm? That is so weird. Oh, he's gonna kill me, yeah. Oh boy. Is there anything I can do? Anything at all to make this a slightly more... a slightly less one-sided fight? But honestly, like, not really. Like, I have two weapons. Okay, so what you're going to want to do is... Okay, I'm listening. Hit me with that wisdom, Samus. Uh-huh. Okay, yeah. I'm following. Has anyone ever played a thing where Cheat Engine actually did anything? The only thing I ever used Cheat Engine for was way back in primary school. We all used to play RuneScape in the browser, and you could edit the amount of gold you had or the amount of any item you had with Cheat Engine. But because all of the like data handling was server side, it didn't actually change how much money you had. So if I had 1 gold in my account, I could use Cheat Engine to change it to 1 million, but it would only show that client side. The game would still only register it as 1 gold, so it was a completely useless hack. But it is the only thing I ever used Cheat Engine for. Because I thought it was funny to have like 1 million of everything that I was carrying. Is it to install Metal Gear Rising Revengeance skins? Oh, interesting. Huh. I had no idea that's how you would do that. Or that you could even use Cheat Engine to do that. Let's keep one of the visors perma-closed. You know, I can see why you would want that. Oh, I should play Metal Gear Rising on stream sometime. I fucking love that game. That is one of the best games. I know Kojima gets weird about Rising of Revengeance. He's like, oh, that's not canon. I don't like that one, but you're wrong, and it's the best Metal Gear game. I'm sorry, it just is. Oh, come on. Yeah, I apparently, like, Kojima is, like, extremely adamant about being like, it's not canon, nothing in that game is, like, I had nothing to do with that game, and I have some, like, serious disagreements with the way they took things and the way they did certain characters. I think in particular Raiden was one where he was like, that's not how I would have done Raiden, therefore it's not canon. Kojima is... I mean, Kojima's Kojima. We all know what he's like, but there have been a few interviews, actually, I think, where he's like, yeah, they made a good game, I guess, but it's not a canon Metal Gear game. Which is like, okay, but like, you're wrong. Also, the idea of just, like, canon in Metal Gear is kind of hilarious, considering how fucking convoluted those games can get. And I love me some Metal Gear, but... Oh my god. What are the hitboxes on some of these swings? My god. I think part of it is also, if I remember correctly, part of it was that, like, he didn't like, I'm trying to remember, was it that he didn't like Platinum's, like, style of game, or was it that he didn't like Metal Gear being turned into, like, an action game? Something like that I remember he had an bridge with. I wonder if he's chilled out about that over the years, since he's no longer actually at Konami, but... No, Okay, I guess we'll just try again. There's really nothing else I can do. This is just kind of my build, so I have to work with it. I haven't even seen phase 2 yet. I keep dying really early on in phase 1. I am wondering if perhaps there's a small chance that we won't be able to beat Manus on this playthrough, which would feel kind of bad. I definitely want to, but I don't know. I said that about Seath last week, and we beat him this week. You'd only want a sequel if Platinum made it. Huh. I swear I remember reading a thing with Kojima where he was like... Maybe not. Maybe that's like a false memory I've implanted in myself. But I could have sworn I read an article with Kojima where he was like... Rising Revengeance is non-canon and I wasn't a fan of it. But I wonder if that's just a false memory. In which case, I apologize to multi-millionaire Hideo Kojima. Or slander. See, Samus, I appreciate that. I don't know if it's correct. Maybe someone told a lie. It's possible I read fake news on the internet. It's possible that someone just went on the internet and told a lie and I read that and that's just stuck with me since. That is possible. I've heard that that happens sometimes. Now he's gonna kill me. Survived. Nope, I was staggered and couldn't roll, so he just got me. I'm wondering... if maybe... It feels like it's hoping in vain a little bit, but I wonder if I become human again and try and get someone to summoned in. But I do feel like it's pretty unlikely we're going to find a summon sign. On all the start pages, they've got Seath listed first thing. Oh, all the strat pages? I mean, if I could find his fucking summon sign, yeah, that'd be great. But I haven't even seen it yet. Yeah, I figured you meant strat pages, but... I don't know where his summon sign is. I haven't seen it yet. I know it's in here somewhere, like we rescued him. But I don't know where it spawns, or if it changes spawn every time you fight him or something. And I can't, like, run around looking for it, because he just does really long reach attacks and big jumps. Okay, let's try and find that then. I'm also not totally convinced that even with Seath I'm gonna beat this. Seath might help me get to phase 2. But I don't think Seath is gonna survive phase 2, if I'm being honest. Was that it? Did I just see it glinting over here? No. I see a bunch of messages on the ground, but I don't know where Seath is. Ow. Yeah. Oh, is that it, maybe? No, that's just a blood pool. Well, we're not losing anything for dying repeatedly, so might as well just keep at it. I definitely saved Seath. I know we saved Seath. And I think that's the only requirement to having the summon sign show up. Just gotta find it, I guess. I wonder if maybe it doesn't show up straight away, it like shows up partway into the fight, or like after a certain amount of time has passed or something. Okay. Okay, yeah, just stagger me the whole time so I can't fucking dodge or heal, that's cool. I've nearly done a full circuit of the arena and I don't see the summon sign anywhere. Maybe it's because I haven't damaged him yet. Maybe I have to damage him first. Honestly, not sure at this point. You might have to be human. Maybe Oh, I was fairly certain you could just summon Sif regardless. Okay. I thought Sif was one of the summons where you didn't need to be human to do it, but okay. Ugh, that's a lot of humanity to waste trying to find Sif, but okay, yeah. I was certain I'd summoned Sif without being human in the past, but I guess I was wrong. Alright, well, let's... At least we can farm humanity down here, I guess, but... Let's see if we can find him then. And who knows, maybe we'll see a player summon sign on the way down. In fact, before we run off, let's just check the fire real quick. No, nothing. That's fine. Ah, fuck off. Okay, let's see if we can find him then. If any strangers would like to put their summon sign down just as I'm arriving at the fog door, that would be really nice of them. No, no summon signs. Let's see if we can find Sif before I die then. Aha! Okay. Ow. Ah! Rolled too early. Okay, but there's Sif. Rolled too early. This is the part where I find out the Sif isn't going to hit it at all for the entire boss fight. Oh shit. Let's say survive. Sif, are you going to do something, please, hon? Ugh. Sif? Okay. Just fucking stood there circling Manus the entire time. I swear in the remaster the NPC summons are just broken. Like, I feel like the AI on so many of the NPC companions is so much worse in the remaster. I know both Samus and I have had a lot of problems with Solaire in the past, and that was just outrageous how bad that was. I have no proof of this, but I do feel like they're broken in the remaster. Yeah, apparently Sif just doesn't like participating in the fight that I summoned them for, so that's cool. Right. Let's grab Sif. That was faster than I thought it would be. Sif, I need you to actually attack, please. God damn. Okay. One sword swing. Great, thanks. Sif, honey, can you do anything, please? Oh my god. Ow. Okay, got out of the way there, so that's good. Sif just went and ate that entire combo, so that's cool. Was that a grab? Yeah, get out of the way of that. Okay. Oh, come on, I thought I could roll that. Sif, are you gonna actually engage in this boss fight? Your DPS is looking real bad right now. We can't keep having you in the raid group if this is how you're gonna be. Like, please learn your rotation. Okay. I rolled behind your arm and you still got me, so that's cool. Okay. Oh, fuck. Okay. Just one shot with a spell I didn't see coming. But we got it to half health. That's something. We did get it to half health. I say we, that was almost entirely me learning the fight now. Sif is not pulling their weight. Alright. Probably got one more attempt in me before we hit the 4-hour mark. And I call it for the evening. Regardless of how stuck we've been on this boss, I'm quite happy with the progress we made this stream. And I've had a lot more fun this time than I did last week. I'm really glad. Yeah, we've gotten stuck on Manus, but that's fine. I don't mind getting stuck sometimes. And I think we can do it. It's just going to be tough. Oh, missed some sign. Shit. Oh, I thought he was jumping, not charging. Ow, fuck. Okay, that was some decent damage. Ah, second swing. Ah. That still got me? Oh, man. No, a little too early, I'm dead. Meanwhile, Seath is still just prowling the edge of the arena. I don't think Seath makes this fight any easier at all. I don't think Seath helps. Like, if Seath isn't doing damage or drawing aggro, then there's kind of just no point in having them there. Well, let's give it another go. Actually, I have another go or two in me before we hit the 4-hour mark, actually. That didn't take as long as I thought it would. Oh, wait, I don't have my fucking... No, I didn't want to become human this time. I'm just giving it a go without Seath this time, because to be honest, I'm not really convinced it was helping much. Ah, that got me still. I've never, in all my time playing this game, I've never figured out how to dodge that, that 5-hit juggle that he does. Like the roar, I know the roar right before he does it is like a tell, but it happens so quickly and the roar is so short I can't react in time. I don't know, we'll give it another couple of attempts. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe Sif was helping and it was just in like a way that didn't seem immediately obvious to me. Like maybe Sif was doing a lot of damage that I just didn't notice. But it definitely didn't look or feel like Sif was helping. Every time I looked at Sif, they were just kind of prowling the arena. Sif is at the very least a distraction, but only if Sif actually attacks. Which, like, Manus was kind of on me the whole time there, because Sif just wasn't attacking. Just gonna heal up real quick, that might have been dangerous. Nah, it was fine. Yeah, okay, I got away from it that time. Fuck, ah. Okay, got away from it again. God, those club swings come out so quickly. Yeah, I mean, it feels exactly the same to me right now than when I had Sif in the boss arena. Ah, yeah, couldn't get away from the juggle in time, so I'm just dead. Oops, knocked the microphone there, sorry. Well, I think that's probably about where we're going to have to call it for tonight, because it is around the 4-hour mark, which is when I would normally call it. That was the aim, and we made it to about 4 hours, so... Yeah, maybe we'll have gained even more power between streams like I did this time. That'd be ideal. That'd be nice. I'm leaving this stream a lot less frustrated and a lot less mad than I was last week. I think the more I think about it, the more I realize I was just not in a good mindset to stream last week, and I probably shouldn't have done, or I should have played something else, and that's a lesson learned. But I had a lot more fun this time. We absolutely crushed a couple of really tough bosses, and the one we're stuck on, I don't feel too bad about being stuck on. Like, you know, the final boss of the DLC is kind of supposed to be pretty tough, so... I'm feeling pretty good about this stream. And, you know, we got the PNG set up, we've got, like, most of a... what's the word I'm thinking of? I don't know. My brain is cooked. But we've got an actual like layout now. It's not just the game with a disembodied voice behind it. We've got everything set up, and I'm really happy with it. Yeah, I'm looking forward to doing a lot more now. Oh, you know, before I forget, let's just add like 5 deaths to the death counter. There we go, 105. It's completely meaningless at this point. It's purely symbolic, but we'll keep it updated regardless. Aw, thank you. I'm glad. I'm looking forward to doing a lot more. Lots and lots of other games I want to play once we've got Dark Souls out of the way. And I'm looking forward to doing a lot more of these. I think eventually I'm going to try and bump up to 2 a week. That's not going to happen for a while, I don't think, but I'm enjoying them enough that I would like to do 2 a week, I think. But for now, thanks for hanging out. I really appreciate it. This was a lot of fun. And we'll do this again, same time next week. And we'll just spend 4 hours trying to kill Manus. But thank you for tuning in. And I'll see you all next time. Good night.